Did you know Germany has many political parties? But the big ones usually lead the way. This system didn't just appear. It started way back in 1848 and grew over time with big ideas like liberalism and socialism. Today's party system really took shape after 1945, but its roots go deep into history. Germany's party system developed after 1949 in 4 phases. In the first phase, the number of parties in parliament dropped from 9 to 3. Big parties like CDU, CSU grew stronger, while smaller parties lost influence. Only the FDP kept its place, which stopped Germany from becoming a pure two-party system. In the second phase, CDU, CSU and SPD became even stronger, holding 90 to 94% of parliament seats. They acted like two opposing groups, but neither had enough support to govern alone. The FDP became a kingmaker, helping from governments by allying with the bigger parties. In the third phase, the Greens entered parliament, challenging the FDP's role as a kingmaker. This shifted the system from 3 to 4 parties, giving the SPD more coalition options. The CDU relied more on the FDP's support to form governments. After reunification in 1990, the left and AfD parties grew stronger. In 2013, the FDP lost its place in parliament, making it harder for CDU to form majority governments. In Germany's party system, there is a clear division on the left-right scale and between big and small parties. From the center to the right, the bourgeois group is strongest, made up of the Christian Democratic Union CDU and its sister party in Bavaria, the Christian Social Union CSU. From the center to the left, the Social Democratic Party SPD and the Greens are part of the center-left group. Among the smaller parties, the Sarah Wagenknecht Alliance BSW and the Left Party belong to left-wing populism. Alternative for Germany AfD is positioned on the far right, while the Free Democratic Party FDP is more center-right on the political spectrum. The Christian Democrats are active in all German states, except Bavaria, where its partner, the more conservative CSU, takes its place. The two parties work together in a long-term alliance. Together, CDU and CSU are still seen as mass parties, meaning they have supporters from different social classes, regions, and groups. They also have support from industry leaders, small business owners, and people with lower or medium education levels. The CDU was founded after World War II to unite Christian conservative voters. The party became the most powerful political force in post-war Germany, leading the government for most of that time. In the parliamentary election in February 2025, the party won after being in opposition for 4 years. The CDU is a centre-right party that stands for a liberal social market economy. The party endorses conservative social values, such as family values. Over the last 20 or 30 years, CDU/CSU have broadened their ideas. This is mainly an effort to keep their status as a big people's party, especially as political and ideological differences between regions have grown. The party wants to reduce corporate taxes and support high-income earners. The party strongly supports Germany's leading role in the EU and its membership in NATO. They believe Germany should play a leading role globally, with strong ties to Europe and the United States. It also believes in giving strong financial help to former communist countries, especially those that were part of the Soviet Union. The Social Democratic Party (SPD) is a centre-left party in Germany. It traditionally represents workers and trade unions. The party was founded in 1875, making it Germany's oldest political party. The SPD has deep roots in the Marxist and socialist movements of the 19th century. In the early 20th century, it split from the Communist Party, KPD. After World War II, the SPD became more moderate and reformist, especially after the 1959 Bad Godesberg program. This helped the party attract middle-class voters and grow into a major political force. The SPD has been part of many governments, including the first post-war government under Chancellor Willy Brandt, who improved relations with Eastern Europe. More recently, the SPD formed a three-party coalition government in 2021 with Chancellor Olaf Scholz, alongside the Greens and the FDP. The SPD's primary political focus is social justice. It supports policies like a minimum wage, higher taxes for the rich, and lower taxes for low and middle-income earners. The party also strongly supports the welfare state and trade unions. In foreign policy, the SPD has worked to improve relations with Eastern Europe and supports Germany's role in the EU. While it has shifted toward the political center in recent years, some members still push for traditional left-wing policies. The Green Party in Germany grew out of various social protest movements in the 1980s in West Germany, uniting over time and being officially established in 1980. These movements included environmental activists, peace advocates, feminists, and anti-nuclear protesters. Later, in 1993, the party merged with Alliance 90, a group from East Germany, to become the Alliance 90, the Greens, which is the party we know today. After the Chernobyl disaster in 1986 and the Fukushima disaster in 2011, more people started supporting the Greens in German state elections. The Greens are mostly supported by well-educated people in cities, especially in Western Germany. Their voters are now richer, but the party has difficulty attracting poorer people. Recently, More young people have started supporting the Greens due to concerns about climate change. Their program supports citizens' rights, liberal internationalism, and a flexible pacifism that allows military actions for humanitarian reasons. They also prioritize environmental issues, such as phasing out gas and diesel cars and replacing them with electric vehicles. Additionally, they focus on expanding renewable energy for electricity and heating. The Greens want to raise the minimum wage and reduce taxes for low and medium income earners by increasing the tax-free income limit. To balance this, they plan to raise taxes for higher earners. In foreign policy, the Greens want a strong, values-based approach that openly criticizes China and Russia for human rights abuses. The Left Party is a left-wing party in Germany, founded in 2007, but with roots in the SED, the party that ruled East Germany. Because of its history, it has never been part of a federal government, but it has been part of state governments. The Left Party's voters mainly come from Eastern Germany, including former communists and protest voters. However, many of these voters have shifted to the far-right AfD since 2015. In the 2021 election, the party lost a lot of support and struggled to cooperate with the SPD. The party focuses on social justice and is divided between traditional socialists, who want strong socialism, and reformers who aim for a modern version of socialism. The party wants stronger market regulation, higher minimum wages, rent controls, and more investment in social welfare. It also wants to introduce a solidarity minimum pension, funded by tax increases for the richest, and lower the retirement age. In foreign policy, the left is against military missions abroad and wants to dissolve NATO. The party opposes deportations of immigrants. They want to demand asylum for economic, environmental, and climate refugees. It also supports voting rights for long-term residents. Although the Left Party is sometimes viewed as radical because of its strong socialist roots, its main goal is not to completely overthrow capitalism. Instead, the party aims to regulate capitalism to make it fairer and more socially responsible. The FDP is a small and right-wing party in Germany that was founded in 1948. Since neither the CDU nor the SPD usually wins enough votes to get a majority in the Bundestag, the FDP often becomes the kingmaker that decides which party can form a government. However, its support base is narrow, often close to the 5% threshold needed to enter parliament. The rise of the Green Party in 1980s also hurt the FDP, as the Greens became a more attractive option for many voters and replaced the FDP as the SPD's coalition partner. The FDP supports liberalism, a market economy, and free competition. It focuses on personal freedom and limiting state power. The FDP supports tax cuts, privatization, and home ownership, while opposing rent controls and a speed limit on the Autobahn. It aims to fight climate change through technology and improve digitalization. The party proposes a Swedish-style pension system that ensures long-term stability and fairness for all citizens. The party supports skilled worker migration to address labor shortages and boost economic growth. In foreign policy, it is pro-European, critical of Russia and China. Additionally, it values Germany's strong partnership with the United States. The far-right Alternative for Germany (AfD) was founded in 2013 as a Eurosceptic party and has since gained significant influence, entering the federal parliament, all state parliaments, and the European Parliament. Initially created by neoliberal academics opposing the euro and Germany's bailout of Greece, the party shifted focus in 2015 to a nationalist, anti-immigrant, and anti-Islam agenda, following the refugee influx from Syria. The AfD has a strong extremist wing, monitored by German intelligence. The party's platform includes preventing refugees from entering Germany, deporting rejected asylum seekers, and promoting remigration mass deportations of migrants and their descendants. It emphasizes traditional German culture, denies human-caused climate change, supports nuclear energy, and opposes diversity and gender issues. The AfD also aims to restrict NATO's operations to member states. The AfD wants to replace the EU with a Europe of nations, where countries cooperate on issues like trade and security, but keep full control over their own laws and borders. They don't want strong EU institutions and believe each country should make its own decisions. The Bundesrat BSW, a populist party, founded in 2024 by former members of the Left Party. Its voter base consists mainly of former Left Party and AfD supporters. The BSW is left-wing on economic issues, advocating for social justice, job security, higher wages, and a revamp of Germany's tax system. But the party opposes the shift to renewable energy and electric vehicles and holds far-right positions on immigration, gender diversity, and climate policy, aligning with other far-right groups. In foreign policy, the BSW is critical of NATO and opposes sending weapons to Ukraine, blaming the alliance for escalating the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Although the political and ideological differences between Germany's parties remain significant, these differences are balanced by the political culture's preference for majority governments. This has led to a greater willingness to form surprising coalitions and make compromises, especially among centrist parties. This is why the CDU-CSU has been forced to cooperate with the SPD to form stable governments.